Can y'all hear me? All right, let me just. Yes. 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 Welcome, 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 welcome to episode 2, official episode 2 of Shifts and Giggles. Whoop, whoop. We're just gonna hang out a little bit until some more people join. Has anybody seen the new season of And Just Like That? I haven't started it yet, but I'm a huge fan. Well, So, I was a fan of Sex and the City when I was younger, and then I got older, and I started to watch it again, and I was like, I was excited about And Just Like That because they had 4 women of color coming into the cast. However, I think that they should have just had their own show. My personal opinion. I'm still gonna watch it though, because I'm a fan of Karen Pittman, so I'm still gonna watch it. But yeah. Sorry, I'm thirsty. I'm watching reruns right now of Quantico and Criminal Minds. It's like my favorite thing to watch. Okay. I don't know, there's something, this is going to sound really weird. There's something comforting. There's something comforting in Quantico and Criminal Minds, which sounds really, really crazy. I don't know what it is. I feel like there are theories about, you know what, I'm not even going to get into that because I don't know the theories and I don't even care about the theories, okay? Goodness. How's everybody doing? I do too. I like Quantico, Criminal Minds, Law and Order. I put my mom onto Luther with Idris Elba, and personally, I think that's his best role yet. I really do. I remember when Idris first got on like the scene, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, Idris Elba, he's so fine." But I don't think anybody was really paying attention to his acting because he was so fine. And yeah, he was an alright actor, but like I liked him better in this show Luther, because it takes place in the UK. It's a British show. He's a British actor, and for some reason, well, not for some reason, for the exact reason, he does this role incredibly well, and I don't think anybody else could do this role better than he can. I'm about to shoot this to some folks, get them into, I'm getting them into, here we go. All right, I sent it to some people. Hey, new people, welcome, welcome. I'm waiting for some more folks to come in. Today was my first day back to work. I'm really tired, but I'm here and I'm committed to you. So thank you very, very much. I'm gonna get my schedule together because I realized that I cannot work a full day on Wednesday and then come in and be prepared for this. It's gonna take away from the quality of it, and I just can't have that happen. This is important to me. Even though it's new, it's still important to me. So I'm ready when you are, Steve. Let me go ahead and invite you. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Enough. So, ladies and I'm stammering over my words. We're live, and the sound quality.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So for those, baby, thank you so much for coming on.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so for everybody who's tuning in right now, really, really quick, I reached out to Steve. Let me say, I was kind of dragging my feet on reaching out to you because I was like nervous because this was like a whole new project, and I was like, I don't know. And then I did, and you said yes, And then we tried, and IG was like, nah. But
but
you,
I
yeah,
was like, yeah, today.
yes. And you know what? I'm still holding on to what you said to me that day. You said, whoever is supposed to hear this message is not ready for it today. So it has to be pushed back to a later date. So I am hopeful that the person who needs to hear what's being dropped today is present.
He said.
Yeah.
He said.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited and I'm ready for you.
Okay, I'm excited too because also we got to get into this. I cannot let this interview start without letting everybody know that we went to high school together.
Yo, man, we go back, and it's just so amazing to the fact that we keep on the words I'm trying to put together is, you know, we all vibrate at a certain frequency. We all give out a certain frequency, and we match with people as far as who can, you know, who are vibrating on similar frequencies, and we match up to people unintentionally and intentionally. And we clearly were a match years ago for us to line up together to be in the same school at the same time,
right?
And in the same classes.
Right.
Choir, gospel choir, to then line up in the same program at the same time. On the same weekend.
Listen, I just can't even. It's not even. I don't even have the words because I've realized now that there has been a trickle effect happening ever since that weekend. Okay. Yeah. So, you know, we did a self-development workshop that weekend, right? I'm looking at you. I'm like, I know this man from somewhere, but I couldn't put it together then. And so shortly after that weekend, I did a show. I reconnected with some people that I went to high school with. There was a passing of someone I went to high school with. And that also had me reconnect with people as well. So like, it's been a trickle effect of LaGuardians for like a couple of months. And it started with you.
Oh, wow.
So
back in February.
And then in March, I reconnected with a friend that I hadn't spoken to in 15 years.
Damn.
And then I did a show at a theater that another classmate was on the board of alumni, but it shared the same building with another classmate who had a recording studio on the rooftop of the building. I'm telling you, it's been like...
I love that.
I do too. I mean, for me, LaGuardia were some of the best years of my... That was the best year of my academic life. Those 4 years.
Yep, I would say that, yeah. In my entire life, those were some of the most beautiful. It was fun. Yeah. We literally in our element.
For sure.
In our truth, in our actual our sole purpose, our calling, it's something that we didn't have to try. It was just a being.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
Yeah, I think the beauty in that, I can speak for myself, and hopefully you resonate with this as well. For the very first time in my life, I had a choice in where I wanted to be, and I had to work towards it, but I did, and I got it. And I was like, oh, this is what it feels like to go for something that you really want, and the universe and God bless you with it.
It's the first time I said yes to me, and the universe said yes to me. The universe is always saying yes to you, but we don't always say yes to ourselves.
Yeah.
Then we were on the same page.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. So I also didn't like really officially introduce you. Everybody, this is Steve A. Matos.
Hello, everyone.
Steve is a healer, and he's a life coach, and he's a writer, and he's a vocalist.
Hey!
Yes! Share a little bit with everybody here about you.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Rashida, for inviting me.
Of course.
Yes, my name is Steve Matos. I'm a healer. I'm a life coach. I am a lover. I'm a performer. I'm a family man. I am a truth seeker, a believer. I am someone who is filled with compassion, passion, empathy. I am a writer. I am someone who wishes to remove the mask on the world, and so we could all live our truth.
Right.
And I am a leader. I am a courageous, authentic, and grateful leader.
Yeah.
I genuinely wish to live in a world where I'm not the only one shining, but we are shining together in a way where we can support each other and enjoy each other, and not get in each other's way.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I fully feel you on that. I know that, everybody has a journey. Where did your story begin? Like, did your story, where were you consciously aware of, like, oh, this is the beginning of something for me? Was it in high school? Was it prior to high school? Did it come after high school? Like, what led you to this place where you are today?
What led me to this place where I'm at today?
Well, where did your story begin?
Yeah. I mean, what's coming up for me as far as how I want to start is really from the beginning. I grew up in New York City. I grew up in between Manhattan and Brooklyn, and well, just for everyone for everyone can understand. So I know I identify as a cisgender gay man, and growing up, I always knew that I was different, and I always knew that I not just different, but also I felt special, but I never felt confident in it. So I grew up feeling extremely insecure, and that insecurity developed into a self-dislike, and that self-dislike developed into just a complete self-hate. Whether I was conscious of the self-hate or unconscious of the self-hate, it developed into a self-hate. And then that turned into just a lot of abuse upon myself by having toxic relationships with places, peoples, and things. And that led to an awakening. Okay. Right? So it was childhood of insecurity that led into adolescence of a lot of self-dislike, that led into a lot of reckless behavior and abuse with people, place, and things, and then that led to a complete depression and a misery that had me speaking words to myself of stemmed in me just seeing myself as just completely worthless, and seeing myself as, with no value, and seeing myself as, as someone who didn't matter, and then I had to get to that low point of where I believed that I was worthless and a waste of space for me to then come out of that dark space and find a new, so it got down to the point of where I felt that the world was better off without me in it, not necessarily having suicidal thoughts or attempting suicide, but definitely the thoughts of wanting to die, wanting to die. And I don't know what exactly, I'm not sure if it was just, you know, grace from the universe, healing energy from the universe, but something within me shifted. There was just something within me shifted, and the language and the conversation started to become words of, I'm miserable, but I know I don't have to be miserable. I am depressed, and I know I don't have to be depressed. I'm unhappy, and I know I don't have to be unhappy, because I knew that there were times in my life where I genuinely laughed.
Right.
And I thought about that. I was like, there were moments where I genuinely laughed and was enjoying myself and enjoying life. So if there were moments where I was actually happy, even if it was just for a moment, 5 minutes, I know that I've experienced once before times where I genuinely felt good. So I know that it's possible. So if it's possible, why can I not experience that more? Why can I not experience that more? So then that led me to, well, what's going to create that? What's going to give me those experiences more? And then obviously, well, what am I passionate about? And before I knew that I was passionate about helping people, or realized that I was passionate about helping people, what first came to me was my passion in music, my passion in performing. So I dived into that again, and I started exploring music again. And I started writing, not necessarily writing music, but just journaling and expressing my thoughts. I love how the sun is just like shining on me.
I know, it is like beaming.
So as I started to dive into just writing and like journaling, blogging, I realized that I had like a strong voice. I had like a character, I had a personality in my writing. So I was like, how can I like kind of make this into something where I can like share it with people? So I started like my own Tumblr. And then from there, when I really started getting like confident in my own unique style, I was like, how can I like make this into something that I do, whether it be a job, whether it be, you know, a gig or something like that. So I went onto Craigslist and I went into I searched in music blogs, and I found a music blog that was searching for inexperienced writers. I sent in a writing example, and then they signed me on to be an intern for the blog. So I was a writing intern for the music blog, and I was writing tons of shit for the music blog. And then I started going to concerts, sending me to concerts, interviewing artists, you know, getting back into there. And I was in it. I was feeling it. And I was feeling it. And then as I was tapping into my passions, because when you tap into your passions, it unlocks this like healing energy to just like surge within you.
Yeah.
Because your passions are connected to your truth and to your authenticity. And it's connected to like your genuine soul expression.
Right.
So as I was tapping into my passions, you can't help but be more unlocked into like your soul purpose. So then what comes in is all the opportunities to shift out of the bullshit and get more aligned with your real shit. Right. So that's when the healing comes on. And then that's when I got the urge to like follow my spirituality again, you know, and follow more of a calling of like rediscovering me, and like all of this like desire to tap into the parts of me that I haven't, to start doing some soul searching. And then so following my passion led into me awakening more. Awakening. And then the awakening led to me finding my grooves, finding my healers. And then from there, I awakened more to like, hey, I'm a healer too. I'm not just like, you know, coasting on by as someone who's just enjoying life, but someone who can enjoy life and also help other people enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So from there, I started to dive into what it will look like me to, like, you know, teach people what I've been learning.
Right.
And like, you know, to make a long story short, got into where I'm at now.
Wow. What? Okay. There is so much there. If y'all don't have a pen and paper to take notes, I don't know what you're doing with your life, okay? You said so much that I resonate with, especially more recently, when you said that you started to think about all the moments in your life where you laughed. Because
it's true. Go ahead.
Right, because people don't, it's so, I think about it in myself, because honestly, that's something that I've thought to myself over the last couple of months. When I've had experience where I'm laughing, I'm like, oh, that felt really good. Why am I not having that type of joy on a regular basis?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's, and I don't know if that awareness was something that was, like, you know, blissed upon me by the universe, or that was just my own intuition. And from what I'm feeling right now, I think it's just like my own natural intuition and just being naturally intuitive, that I was able to tap into that awareness even while being unconscious, to then realize that simple truth of, it doesn't have to be this way. It's been different.
Right.
Let's acknowledge the fact that it can be different, and it can be how it once was.
Right. Or not even how it once was, but as we grow and we evolve and we change, can we carry some of that with us moving forward? The joy that we had, the laughter that we had, the openness, the love that we have experienced, can we tap back into those feelings and bring it with us moving forward? And whatever stories that we have told ourselves that are untruths, stories of being, a feeling of being or believing we're worthless, or believing that we're not valued. That's a lie that society has told us, or that broken people have told us. And once we come to that realization and we start to speak better about ourselves and speak life into ourselves, to just remember the good and the joy and the love, and just bring that forward, because that's also what will help you to fight those, for lack of better wording, to fight those demons. Is it, as long as you lean into the joy and the laughter and the good.
Absolutely. Leaning into your joy is no mistake that is joyful.
Right.
It's no mistake that is joyful. And it's no mistake that you have that passion. So when you lean into that, you ain't doing anything wrong.
Right.
What they want to tell you is it is wrong, because it takes you out of being easily controlled. It takes you out of being easily controlled. So if people are realizing that following their passion and that following their joy is what they're supposed to do, then we'll have a world filled with leaders, creators, and, you know, game changers that transform a world filled with that transform a world that is built on a pyramid, that then becomes this beautiful stage that everyone is a star on.
Yeah.
You know, but right now we got a pyramid that a very few number are benefiting from.
Right.
You know, so they're not going to tell you that following your joy and following your passion is what you should do. They're going to tell you following suit, following order, following protocol is what you have to do, and you'll be happy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Follow these rules. Follow these rules that old white men have made. We can tell you how to be happy. Sorry to bring race into it, but sometimes that's where my mind goes, because a lot of this we could save that for another. We could save that for another day. But yeah, they want to keep us in a box, all of us. If
Right.
we're women, if we're queer, if we're people of color, box us. We don't want you guys to live outside the box. It's not the norm.
Exactly. And it scares them when they see us awaken to our power, you know, because then, like I said, you can't be controlled. So, but I invite people to say, fuck that.
I like that.
Fuck
I
that.
like that.
Because your desires, your joys, your passions, they're not a mistake. They're there for a reason. And your particular, everyone is so unique, and we need your uniqueness and what you're passionate about and what you're joyful about. The way that you tap into that will express your uniqueness, which then makes this place so much beautiful. And then it will be the proof of why you are here and why you matter and why you're valuable.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I got chills just now. I got chills just now. Listen, if you're not following Steve, please follow him after we get off this live, okay? Because he drops so many gems on his own personal page, and you would be remiss to not even experience any of that. Are you happy?
I am happy. I am definitely happy. I will say that as I'm a leader, but I also got work to do. I also have work to do. It's the healing journey is a journey. It's not like an end destination. You know, healing is a spiral, and it is a constant going up. You know, so I will be completely honest. There are moments where I fall into a sadness or a worry or anxiety or fear, which is completely natural. You know, the sun rises and sets. You know, and it's okay to feel those things. What helps me feel happy on a consistent basis is to enjoy where I'm at, no matter where it is. Enjoy where I'm at, no matter where it is. And what helps me do that is to learn how to enjoy myself, how to enjoy me. Because sometimes where you're at, all you got is you. You might not, you may be in an empty room. There may be nobody around. You will always have you as long as you're waking up.
Right.
You will always have you. So if you can learn how to be joyful with you, learning how to enjoy your own company, even if your hands are empty and there's nothing, and you got no shoes on your feet, no clothes on your back. If you can learn how to be happy with you and enjoy you and find something to be grateful for and at peace with, and to be joyful for within you, that creates happiness. You know, and when they say happiness is a choice, it is, and that is choosing to see yourself or to see wherever you're at in this moment as something to be grateful for and something to find joy in. And that's what helps me in my happiness. Yes, I love where I'm at. Yes, there's other things that I am looking forward to that I can't wait to be happy with. But what really the magic is being here and fucking loving the shit out of it.
Yes.
As you keep on going. As you keep on going.
Exactly. Now, all of this work that you have done with yourself, you are now sharing with the world as a healer and a life coach. What is that like? What is that experience like for you?
It feels natural.
Okay.
It feels natural. I mean, it feels natural because even before being a man, when just being a boy, I was always a mama.
Mm-hmm.
I was always
The
I'm a
nurturer.
supporter, the nurturer.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
supporter, just naturally. In kindergarten, I was putting on the apron, being mom, and
Mm-hmm.
playing house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wasn't playing any other thing but mom playing house in kindergarten. So
Right.
I'm just the natural caregiver.
Mm-hmm.
So being in the role of a life coach, being in the role of a counselor, being in the role of a peer navigator, being in the role of a supporter is just natural. Now, what makes it different is, or I guess how I can, like, expand on that
Mm-hmm.
as far as what my experience is like.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say what it's like. It's an honor as well, because, like, thank y'all for trusting me. Thank y'all for trusting me,
Yeah.
and for believing in me to guide you. So
Yeah.
it's like, I also say thank you
Yeah.
to my clients. Thank you as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what feels amazing. That it thank you for letting me do what I get to do for you.
Yeah.
So thank you to my clients for just, like, saying yes.
Good. So what are next steps for you?
The next step for me is to continue to step into what really lights me up.
Yeah.
To continue to start taking more risks.
Yes.
That's what's next for
Mm-hmm.
me. To start taking more risks, to not even step, to leap. Leap into what lights me up. What lights me up. Getting back on stage. I'm going to be in an improv show on July 23rd at the Pit.
What?
Yes, I'm going to be in an improv show at the Pit because of you.
Because of me? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh. I totally forgot. Oh my gosh! Are you serious?
Yes, I'll send you information. July 23rd. Yes.
Oh, I'll be there.
Yes.
I will be
there.
So
more of that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not just a healer. I'm also an entertainer, and I also heal through my entertaining.
Yes.
I do. So jumping into that is the next steps.
Okay.
And I'm going to be doing that.
Okay, I'm excited for that. And I always tell people, so I have so many things that I'm trying to get all the words to make sense. So you said that, like, being a performer, and that's part of your healing. That's part of your journey. I always believe that I'm not like a religious person, but I always felt like I didn't feel God in church.
You didn't feel God when you attended church, you didn't feel God present?
I didn't feel God in church. Okay. I felt God in music.
Well, come on.
I felt God in art.
That's how you connect to Source.
And for me, that was how I connected with Source. No one understood I can't find the words. No one could really, especially people that I grew up who were, like, uber religious, they never understood my desire to not be part of that
congregation.
Yeah. But I leapt where I felt that I was being led, and they didn't understand that either. They're like, you're singing on stage and you're doing all this stuff, and it also didn't occur to me until I was an adult that I leapt to those places because that's where I felt God. So I'm excited for you, and I'm coming. We're gonna come deep. We're gonna come deep, okay? It's gonna be like 20 of us.
Okay? Watch the whole audience be my friends.
Listen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Okay, so before we go, first of all, thank you so much for coming on.
This was beautiful. I
loved it too. I'm actually gonna pull a page from Meghan Markle's book.
Okay.
Where I think it's Meghan Markle. I've been listening to so many podcasts. I don't know who says what, but what 3 words would you use to describe yourself at 14?
At 14.
Yeah. What are the 3 words that describe Steve at 14?
Okay. I was definitely nervous. Nervous.
Uh-huh.
Steve was also passionate. Passionate. And then 14, Steve was also really, really just like hungry. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know how if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. What about now? What 3 words would describe you now?
Now, oh my God, why do I feel old?
Listen,
I feel aged.
it's not that long ago, okay? I'm still 17.
Oh, word. Yeah. I would say mature.
Mm-hmm.
Mature. Another word, growing. Growing. And youthful.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
come on, mature, growthful, and youthful.
Come on, mature, growing, and youthful.
Yeah.
Goodbye, nervous.
Goodbye, nervous.
Goodbye, nervous. You're confident now.
Yeah.
You have stepped into who you are. You have found your purpose, and you are leading in that.
Thank you.
That's such a... I'm about to say when I first met you, but when I met you earlier this year, I was like, yo, he's got this presence. He's like, you just...
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You were definitely one of the leaders of the group.
Oh, I
For sure. For sure.
You so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I received that. And I'm very proud of you and everything that you're doing right now. You're showing up. And you're being consistent and you're not giving up. And you're being committed. And I love that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Consistent and committed. Yeah. I received that.
Before we go, I cannot remember this, but hopefully you do remember.
Oh my God.
What was the song in gospel choir that was not a real song, but we sang it as a warm-up?
Oh my gosh. Is anybody from LaGuardia on the live? Because I can't remember.
We never sang it in actual concerts, but it was always like a warm-up. I forgot how the melody goes, and it was always really fun and always really like lit, and it was like it had modulations.
Yes.
Do you kind of remember?
You know what's so weird? I can't remember the music, but I remember the feeling.
Yes, it was because he would always take us to the top of our lungs.
Oh my gosh. Oh my, so I cannot remember.
Not in this moment. It'll probably come to you like when you're going to sleep tomorrow.
Right. But also, I'm going to see some fellow LaGuardians like tomorrow or Friday who were very heavy in gospel chorus. Okay. They going to know.
Yes, please ask
them
because like,
know.
I would love to sing it again.
Oh my gosh. What was your favorite song that we sung in gospel chorus?
I Believe.
Ooh.
I Believe.
Okay.
I Believe. You know, and it was the 2 soloists, Kelly and Marcos.
We're gonna talk. Okay. I know exactly. Yes.
Kelly Dorismond, and Marcos Negron were the soloists.
Let me tell you, Marcus was one of the nicest people you could have ever met.
So soft spoken.
And just kind to everybody. And he was not about the drama. He was kind of just like, yeah, I'm not with it.
Could have been a cocky bastard, but was humble.
But wasn't. Oh man.
Because he had the talent to back it up.
Yes. Yes, he did. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. I think one of my favorites to this day is Total Praise.
Oh, God, come on. Hells yeah. Heaven Yeah, Heaven Yeah.
That is a song that, like, when I hear it, when I sing it, I just like feel all the feels. And
You feel
that is
God. You feel God.
I feel God. I feel God. That is one song where I could listen to it on repeat, and that's my meditation. That's my prayer. That's my service for the day.
I think I'm gonna put it on now. Yeah. After we hang up, I think I'm gonna put it on while I cook.
Listen, it's one of those songs. It's one of those songs. Before we go, I'm going to thank you again for like the third time for coming on. And also, you have a special. You're doing a special for the month of June.
Yes.
Pride Month. Tell everybody about that. Yes.
I'm doing a special this month, and it ends on Friday. Go to my page. The second video on the first video on the top right. Click that, and it gives you all the information and all the details. Or you can just DM me privately, and we can talk.
Okay. Yeah. So y'all heard that. You're gonna go to Steve's page at @SacredSteve_. You're going to click on the video, top right.
Top right, blue shirt.
Top right, blue shirt. And it has all the details on the special that Steve is running for Pride Month, okay?
Yes, and you have it till Friday, so go and hurry up.
It ends on Friday. Get your life. Get your life together, people. Okay? This is the opportunity of a lifetime, and Steve is one of those people that you definitely want in your corner and to have your back, okay?
Thank you so
much. You're so welcome. Thank you again for coming on. Absolutely. Everybody, have a wonderful evening.
And we see y'all later. Bye.
We see y'all later.
Ciao. Thank you.